Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is CyberStorm, and welcome back to LEGO Arts. So, in the previous episode, we did a showcase on another one of my old projects, LEGO DC Supervillains. So now, in this one, I'm finally getting around to what should be the last wave of LEGO Bendy and the Ink Machine, and that is a minifigure of Bertrum Piedmont. Honestly, I didn't expect to make this one, and I didn't really have any more plans to do Bendy, but now this is slowly starting to turn into a weird relationship with me and LEGO Bendy, because in the last time I did a LEGO Bendy, I said that that one would be the last episode, because there was nobody else left to build. Unless the Meat League build comes out with new characters, I wouldn't make any more LEGO minifigures. And even in Wave 4, I even told myself that if Chapter 5 doesn't come out with any new characters, I'll put this set to rest and move on. Turns out, nope, I apparently lied. And someone someone in one of the previous episodes, someone commented and asked me, can I do a minifigure of Bertrum? I'm glad they said minifigure and not set, cause the minifigure itself was a pain to build, and I'll explain it as I proceed through here. And as you can tell, Brute Boris, Bendy, and Susie, they're just background characters, since we already reviewed those characters in Wave 2. So, as you guys know the whole drill, I'm going to take this figure, do a review on it, explain my process, why I went with the route, and then go from there. So, how about we show this weird carnival ride thing? Okay, let's just go. Okay, so when doing this character, it was a little bit tricky to do. I had to build this, the way that I normally wouldn't build a minifigure. Like, if you guys remember when I said that, the same thing when I did the Butcher Gang for Wave 3, I had to do it in a creative way, and this one, it was even more creative. Because this thing is part Lego, part cardboard, part molding clay, and part super glue. Well, it's not even super glue. I don't even know what kind of glue I got, but it's a recent one that I got, and it's a lot harder to work with, and I'll explain as I go in. So, when doing this character, I first did the head, and I don't know how well you guys can see that. Hang on. Hey, Harold, can we get some kind of brightness? Or maybe, hang on, let me see if I can move one of my desk lights. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I first did the face before I did anything else. And to do the face, I took, an old Red Hood minifigure that I got, last year, I think? Yeah, last year around Christmas time, and it was the one from the LEGO Batman movie. I took his helmet, and then I modified, because I wasn't using it for anything else, I painted the whole thing yellow, and then I went back and carefully did, the detailing work. Okay, wait, hold on. There we go. So you can guys see, kind of see all the detailing work. I can't take this thing off because I glued it on in order for everything to stay in place. But, pretty much, when I put it on, I did the head, I chose to do the head first, and then, add the detailing. That way it would have made the job a lot easier. So, and then, moving on. I really had to think outside the box, because the last time I did a Bertrum, I did it just as, a background piece. So for this one, I really wanted to add a few other things. For starters, add the rest of the carts. So the carts, I pretty much just took, these old pieces that had on the Iron Spider-Man minifigure, added in some rods, and then, with these pieces, these were actually a little bit harder to find in my giant bin of Legos, but I managed to find 12, and then, super glued them together, and then, added some molding clay, on the top, and then connected them to the rods. Alright, and I don't know how well, can I still move these things? Yeah, I can kind of move them, which is good, because I kind of want the idea is that, just like in the game of how Bertrum can slam those down on the ground, I wanted that to add as well. The little hole he has, I wanted to open that up as well. Oh, well, this part was the easy one. The rest of it, not so much. I added a platform down here, so that way, it could add some elevation, so that way this thing could... one of the things that I definitely wanted to do for this character is, sit down here. I wanted to... Hang on. Actually, I'll do this. I wanted to rotate him, so it could really look... make it look just like in the game. Of how he can turn all the way around. Around 368. Yeah, but I kind of have to... still position these slightly. Sorry, I'm kind of a little nervous of doing this because the clay, not the clay. The clay was good. The glue I was working with, oh my lord, it's a lot harder to dry. I had to wait a day or two for it to fully dry. dry. Like, it took one day just for it to stay in place, and then the next day just for it to completely harden. So putting these things on was a pain. I had to put cardboard underneath them just to give it a little elevation, and so, like, it wouldn't stick to the ground or it wouldn't fall off of the clay. So it was definitely a pain. But I managed to get it done. And I chose to go ahead with these things to give you an idea, like, hopefully I can do this without it falling off. Okay, easy. Okay, nice and easy. Nice. And okay, that's the best I can do. But the whole idea is like that little Easter, like that little achievement you can get in the game is if you ride in one of the carts. And so, like, that whole idea is that I could put, like, either a micro figure or one of these, like, Heroica figures, and that way you could get the achievement, like, gonna get sick. And so, like, ride around. Whee! Yeah, so that was definitely something that I wanted to add in, and then unlike the last one. And I did a little detailing on like the top and the bottom. Detailing wise, I don't think this is fully accurate because the photos I had to work with to get an idea of just what Bertrum would look like, I had like very few photos to get at. It was mainly more of the front and not really much of the back. So I couldn't tell if it was, I couldn't fully tell if this was like 6 sides or 8 sides. 8 sides. I just knew that I needed 4 of these carts and then like a hole for like him to see, where we could see his disgusting deformed head. And the top's not even fully correct. I say not fully correct, but there is actually a top onto there. I even added that anyways, so I can hold on to something. Ow. I can hold on to something while I rotate this thing. And the paint, I think I'm beginning to run out of yellow paint, but I managed to get in enough to cover an... now that I fully see this, most of all of this. So, this one's not perfect out of all the Bendy and the English minifigures, but this one does pass for the job. In my opinion. So, I think we can just go ahead and wrap this video up, actually. And that does it for this quick episode of LEGO Arts, and what should really be the last of LEGO Bendy for now. Again, unless Meatly comes out with new characters, I'm not going to do any more. And before you ask, am I going to make a Joey Drew minifigure? I'm honestly not going to do that one, because Joey is a prick. He barely showed up in the game until, like, the very ending, and I honestly feel no real reason to build that guy. I really don't. And if you guys understand that, I'd really appreciate it. But some other minifigures working on. I'm still in debate of whether or not to do Deadpool, because today, Once Upon a Deadpool is actually coming out to theater. So if you guys want me to do that, feel free to leave a comment below. And also some other minifigures. I'm working. I just finished a Christmas minifigure, so I'll be sure to do that one on the channel very soon. And recently, last night, my dad and I, we saw the Elseworlds crossover part 2. We still need to see part 3, but I loved part 2, especially Batwoman. So I am currently going through ideas on a remastery of my Batwoman minifigure. It probably won't come out until 2019, but just giving you guys a heads up that I'll be doing that. And some other future updates is that my experiments with fabrics is going pretty well. I've managed to find some pretty good materials I've had to do the coats. However, though, my cutting skills are not that good. So I'm still working through that, especially of the holes where you would put the arms in the jacket. So I'm still working through that. But it's going pretty well, and I guarantee that next year I'll have I'll be sure to have some minifigures with fabric capes and coats and the whole 9 yards in 2019. So if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. It really helps us work on Let's Plays, LEGO projects, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. So for now, though, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button, comment below what you think, share this to your friends, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. And here's a half of the road. Ow! Woo! Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. What do you guys, Smootherises?